All right, good morning and welcome to Maths Atoka online class. In today's video, we'll be solving questions on chapter 3. We are still on our series of solving questions on fundamental physics. This is 100 level first semester physics. Okay, so we are in chapter 3. We have done chapter 1, which is dimension analysis. I'll drop the link in the description. Chapter 2, which is vector. Then chapter 3, now we are in vector analysis. All right. And we have a full video on vector analysis. I will still drop the link on the description. If you have not watched that, watch that. This one is just simply solving calculations. Okay, so now we have the first question that said, if today is your first day of watching, please subscribe. Click that subscribe button so that anytime we drop a video on physics, maths and chemistry, strictly calculations, you will be notified by YouTube. And if you have any question on physics, maths, chemistry, you can drop for us. All right, so this first question, let's continue. The first question says that a particle is under the action of three forces, and the three following forces are this, and this. Then I say we should find the resultant of the forces. Now we have the first force, the second force, the third force, and the fourth one. The resultant is simply to add them up. So I have that what? 2i plus 6j plus minus k, and then 4i plus 2j plus 5k, and then I have 7i minus 4j minus 3k, and then I have 5i minus 2j minus 3k. Now, if you add this, what do we have? 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 7 plus 5. So do that. 2 plus 4 plus 7 plus 5. I have 18. So this is 18i. Now, press this the way it is. 6 plus 2 minus 4 minus 2. So 6 plus 2 minus 4 minus 2. We have plus 2. So plus 2j. Then press the other one the way it is. Minus 1 plus 5 minus 3 minus 3. So I have minus 2k. Okay, so this is the resultant force. So the next thing they say we should calculate is the magnitude of the resultant force. So let me call this R. The resultant force R is equal to this. So magnitude of R is simply the square root of 18 squared plus 2 squared plus minus 2 squared. So which will give you what? The square root of press that 18 squared will give you 324 plus 4 plus 4, which will give you what? Plus 8. So have the square root of 332, and square root of 332 will give you 18.22. okay, 18.22 is the magnitude of the resultant. So the next thing we'll calculate is what? Then I say the unit vector parallel to that. So the unit vector of this resultant is given by the unit vector is like this. Is given by that vector itself divided by the magnitude of that vector. Okay, so which is what? The vector itself is what? 18i plus 2j minus 2k then divided by the magnitude 18.22. So you see that this question is very, very simple. We move to question number 2. So we move to question number 2, and question number 2 said that if A is equal to 4i plus 2j plus 0k and B is equal to 3i minus j plus 5k. Okay, then I say I obtain a vector C, which is equal to what? 2a minus 3b. Okay, I said calculate magnitude of A, magnitude of B, and magnitude of C. Right? I don't forget that this line means magnitude. All right? I say calculate A dot B. Okay, for the A question. The B question said calculate A cross B, and then the C question say we should calculate magnitude of A cross B. Okay. Then IV said from number IIIA, okay, from number IIIA, obtain the angle between A and B. The V question said from number IIIC, okay, they say calculate the angle between A and B. Okay, so that is that. So let us start solving. This is a very simple question to solve. Now the first one say we should calculate I question, say we should calculate C, which is equal to 2A minus 3B. So this is equal to what? 2 in bracket of what is my A? My A is 4. They say if A is equal, so 4I plus 2J plus 0K, right? Minus 3 into 3I minus J plus 5K. So let me open the bracket. 2 times this, 8I, 2 times this, plus 4J, 2 times this, plus 0K. Minus 3 times this, minus 9I, minus minus is what? Plus 3J, minus plus is what? Minus 15K. So if we do that now, I go to I, 8 minus 9 will give you minus 1I, but nothing like 1I, but minus I. Then 4 plus 3 will give you what? 7 plus 7J. Then 0 minus 15 will give you what? Minus 15K. So this is very, very simple. We move to the next question, the B part of the question. So we'll go to question number II. II said magnitude of A. Magnitude of A simply means the square root of 4 squared plus 2 squared, okay, then plus 0 squared, which will give you the square root of, that is 16 plus 4 plus 0, which is what? Square root of 20, right? Square root of 20. And square root of 20 will give you 4 squared plus 2 squared. 20 square root of 20 will give you 2 root 5, which is what? 4.4721. All right. So the next question, the next one said magnitude of B. Magnitude of B is the square root of 3 squared plus minus 1 squared, okay, plus 5 squared. So we have the square root of 9 plus 1 plus 25, which is what? Square root of 35, which is what? Square root of 35 will give you 5.9160. So 9161. Then finally, the magnitude of C will give you the square root of, we got C, so square root of minus 1 all squared plus 7 squared plus minus 15 all squared. So which will give you the square root of 1 plus 49 plus 15 squared, 225. So if you add everything, you are going to have 225 plus 50. So I have 275. So square root of that 275 will give you 16.5831. Right? So the next question now said A cross B. So the next question said we should calculate A dot B. Okay, I A dot B simply means my A is what? 4I plus 2J plus 0K dot 3I minus J plus 5K. So if we dot now, 4 dot 3, that is 4 times 3, 12. You know that dot product is a scalar product, so we don't need the directions. So we need just the magnitude. So 4 times 3, 12. 2 times invisible minus 1. I have minus 2. 0 times anything is 0. So do everything, I'm having 10. Okay? So now the next thing we need to calculate is what is it called? A cross B. So permit me to clean here, but I need all this value. The magnitude of A is equal to 4.4721. Magnitude of B is equal to 5.9161. Okay, so these are the two things I need. Okay, so the next question they say we should calculate is that A cross B. A cross B simply means plus I plus J, sorry, minus J, then plus K. All right. Don't forget that cross product is a vector product, and we use matrix to get our answer. After putting your plus I minus J plus K, then start putting the magnitude. So here is what? 4. We have already put key in our direction. So the magnitude 4, 2, and 0. For this one is now what? 3, minus 1, and 5. So let's move. So this is equal to, pick the first one. If you pick the plus I, you open bracket, you close everybody under I and do your left minus right, cross multiply. So 2 times 5 is 10, minus 0 times anything is 0, you close. So you are taking the next one, minus J, then cover everybody under minus J and do the same cross multiply. 4 times 5 is what? 20, minus 0 times anything is 0. Then finally plus K. If you pick plus K, you close here and do left minus right. 4 times this is minus 4, minus 2 times 3 is what? 6. So my final answer will now be what? This minus this will give you 10I. This minus this will give you minus 20J. This minus this will give you minus 10K. All right. So this is my A cross B. So the next thing they say I should calculate, this is the B. Then the C says that we should calculate the magnitude of A cross B. Now, magnitude of A cross B simply means the square root of what? 10 square plus minus 20 square plus minus 10 squared. So which will give us that is square root of 100 plus 400 plus 100, which is what? Square root of 600. So, and square root of 600, square root of 600. So I have that is 24.49 49. Okay, 4949. So that is that. So the next question they say we should calculate, they say uh from I A, from this one we should obtain the angle between them. Now you should know that to get the angle between two vectors, we can use either the dot product or we use the cross product. So either you use the dot product or use the cross product, and then we have sine and cos. Now CC don't go together, so dot product we go with cos, while cross product we go with sine. So we want to do for dot product now. So IV. So for dot product, you should have that what? That cos theta, because dot product we use cos. Cos theta is equal to what? A dot B all over what? Magnitude of A dot magnitude of B. So which is what? A dot B gave us, can I remember what A dot B gave us? Where is our A dot B? Okay, A dot B gave us 10. Okay, so A dot B gave us 10. So I have 10 divided by magnitude of A gave us 4.4721 times, or let me use dot. Dot is the same as times, or let me say times magnitude of B 5.9161. So I will now have that 4.4721 times 5.9161. Okay, now say 10 divided by my answer. I have that my cos theta will now be equal to 0.37797. So my theta will now be the cos inverse of that 0.37797. So if you do that, shift cos inverse of that, my answer, I will have 67.79 degrees. All right. So now let us use cross product to get the same answer. Now don't forget that the angle between two vectors can be 2. So the second one, the first one is this, and the second one will be 180 minus this particular answer you got. Okay, to get the second one, which is this is this, or if you say 180 minus this, you have 112.21. Okay, so approximately. So now let's now use cross product to get the same result. Okay, I hope I can clean here. Now if I want to clean here, okay, Can I solve it here? Let me solve it here. So you should know that for V, which is the last question, say let's use cross product, because for this is cross product. So I will say that sine theta is equal to what? Absolute value of A cross B. All right, that is magnitude of A cross B all over magnitude of A dot magnitude of B. Okay, which is what we have gotten this one to be what? 24.4949 divided by this one gave us 4.4721 times 5.9161. So if we do that, we are going to have 4.4721 times 5.9161. Okay, then 24.4949 divided by that, my answer, I will have that what? That sine theta is equal to if you do everything here, I'm getting 0.9258. So my theta will now be the sine inverse of that 0.9258. So if you do that, you're going to have shift sine inverse of this, my answer. I'm getting the same 67.79 degrees. The same result. Or if you say 180 minus that, you get 112.21 degrees. Okay, so that is that for that. So we'll move to question number 3. So we'll move to question number 3. Out of 15 questions, we're live. Okay, question number 3. Question number 3 said calculate the moment of the force F, which is equal to 8I minus 4J plus 3K about the point 0, that is 2I plus 0J plus K. Okay, if the force is applied at the point P, which is equal to 6I plus 2J plus 3K. All right, now moment is a vector quantity, so we are going to get vector as our answer. So solution. Now first of all, we need to get the distance from this origin 0 to point P. So the distance is from 0P. Okay, the distance, this is the distance we are getting from 0 to P. That is, I started from 2 and moved to 5. So how do you get the distance? 5 minus 2. So we will now say P is what? P minus vector P minus vector O. Okay, which is what? My P is 6I plus 2J plus 3K minus my origin is 2I plus 0J plus K. So which will give you what? 6I plus 2J plus 3K minus 2I minus 0J minus K. So let's do that. 6 minus 2 will give you 4I. 2 minus 0 will give you 2J. 3 minus 1 will give you 2K. Okay, so we have gotten the distance now. So to get this, you know that moment is the force times the perpendicular distance. So the product we are going to use is not just dot product or cross product. So moment is equal to what? Force times perpendicular distance, and my distance there is what? My OP. So which is what? So I will now say my, since it's a vector quantity, that is why I'm using cross product. Okay, so I have my plus I minus J plus K, then put in the value. My force is 8 minus 4 and 3, and this one gave me 4, 2 and minus 2. So if you do that, you're going to say pick your plus I. If you pick your plus I, cover this place and do left minus right. This time this is giving me 8 minus 3 times 2 is 6. Then I'm picking my minus J. If I pick my minus J, I'm covering here left minus right. So I'll say this time this will give you minus 16 minus this time this will give you 12. Then finally I'm picking plus K. I'll do the same thing again, cover here. This time this is giving me 16 minus, then this time this is minus 16 again. So minus will make it plus 16. All right. So now this is equal to 8 minus this will give you 2, right? 2I minus this minus 16 minus 12, okay, is minus 28. Times this, you have plus 28j, okay, then finally plus what, 32k. So that is that for moment. So the next thing they say we should calculate is so what else did they say we should calculate? Question number what? Question number 3. I hope I did not make mistake anywhere. Oh, sorry, my force is 8 minus 3 2, and the displacement is what's the displacement I'm getting? 8 minus minus 4. How did I get minus 4? Where you are minus where? Okay, no, the displacement is not, they made mistake. The displacement cannot be okay about the point this if the force is applied at the point. Okay, this is where they apply the point, so it started there and got here, please. So you should be very careful with what you are doing. Sorry. So the force was applied here. Okay, this is the starting point to this place, so it's going to be op, which is what, p minus o. So you have to be very careful where the force is applied. If you apply a force here, so you started moving from that point, you apply the force to where you are going to. Okay, so that is the mistake. So I'm going to have that from this point, that is 6i plus 2j plus 3k. All right, then minus my o is 2i plus 0j plus k. So you now have about this point, if the point eh, where you ended minus where you started. Why am I doing the same mistake? Okay, correct it now and then tell me what your answer is at the comment section. So op, which is what, where I started, this is where I started, so where I stopped, which is o, minus where I started, please. That's how it's supposed to be. So which is what, 2i plus 0j plus k minus where I started, that is I plus 2j plus 3k. All right, so which will give you this minus this will give you minus 4i and then minus 2j, then I think minus minus k, right, minus 2k. So change everywhere there to be minus and see what the answer will look like. All right, so that is that. So everywhere here is going to be minus minus, so change your own to minus minus and then repeat the same thing and tell me what your answer is going to be at the comment section. All right, so let's move to the next question, which is question number 4, so that we will not waste our time. So they say we should do what? Calculate the moment. So now sometimes they will give you the answer. When they did their own calculation, they got that the moment is equal to what, 14i plus 4j minus 32k. So check if it's the same thing you got if you use this one. So now the next thing, they might leave the answer in a vector, or they can leave it as a scalar by saying getting the magnitude of that moment. All right, a magnitude of the moment to give you square root of 14 squared plus 4 squared plus what, minus 32 squared. So which will give you 14 squared plus 4 squared plus 32 squared. So square root of that. So the square root of this will now give you 35.1516, and that is what they got here. Newton seconds, don't forget, force times the distance, Newton meter, sorry, force times distance, Newton meter. Okay, so that is that for that. We move to question number 4. Question number 4 said that if a is equal to 2x y squared I minus x y squared z j plus 2x z raised to power 4k, then they now say we should find this. this. Then I say at point 412. Okay. Now solution. Now whenever you see that arrow, it means a cross product. Okay. Solution. Now another way they put cross product, if they don't want to use this, they can use this. Okay, so remember that. And don't forget that this thing, I want to just tell you something. This thing has three names. The first name you can call it is what? You can call it core. You can call it div. You can call it what else can you call it? For the divergence, find the core, and then find the, what else can you call it? I think it has another name. Okay. Gradient. Yes, you can call it gradient. That's even the first name. Grad. Now, let me tell you when to know the name to call it. Now, if this thing multiplies A, and this A is multiplying, is what? A scalar. You know that this thing is a vector. When this thing multiplies a scalar, okay, you call it gradient. So that's why we call it gradient of a scalar. You get? But when this thing now when it dots a vector, if A is a vector, now this one is a scalar. Now, when this is now a vector, if this is a vector and it's dotting, if this dots a vector, you call it what? Divergence of a vector. Then finally, if this thing now cross a vector, this is a vector, you call it what? Core, the core of a vector. So, and you know that when a vector dot another vector, is going to give you a scalar. So the product of these two things is giving me a scalar. I hope you know that naturally, this one is a vector. And a vector times a scalar is another vector. So the product of these two people is a vector as well. Okay, the product of these two people is what? A scalar. Why the product of these two people is another vector. So these are the three things you need to know about that man. Okay. So now what do we call it? Since we have the cross product of these two things, we call it what? Core. So we are asked to find core. So this cross A means what? This cross A, and the answer is called core A. It's called core. Find core A. All right. So how do you find that? So you draw your matrix. I told you anytime you want to find cross product, you draw your matrix. I have plus I minus j plus k. And don't forget the meaning of this man. This man means what? Partial x plus, you put your I, partial y, put your j, then partial z, you put your k. So that's the meaning of this man. And if, as you can see, it has I, j, k, so it's a vector. So let me now put it. I put in my distance. So let me now put their scale, the magnitude. That is partial x, partial y, partial z. All right. Now let me now put for my a. My a gave me 2xy squared minus xy squared z, and finally 2x z raised to power 4. Okay. So now let's get our answer. First of all, I'm taking my I. If I take my I plus I, I'm opening a bracket. Cover here. This cross this. So this will differentiate this with respect to y. So I have what? Partial y of this one. 2x z raised to power 4. Alright? Minus. Now, this one will go to this one. Okay? So, but the minus here will make it plus. So I can change it to plus partial z of xy squared z. You get the point. So permit me to keep writing like this. Okay. So now you now close. I am done with collecting this one. Now let me collect minus j. If I collect minus j, covering here, this minus this. So I have partial x of my 2x z raised to power 4 minus this one moving here. Partial z of my 2x y raised to power 2. Okay. You close. Then finally plus k. You still open again. You have covering this one now. Left, right. This time this. I have partial x of my minus x squared yz, okay, then minus I'm covering here, so partial y, so partial y of these people now, that is 2xy squared. You close. Okay, so now having this, now let me tell you the meaning of partial means partial I'm saying means the partial differentiation of that. So I have, this is equal to, I'm having my I, don't forget, now differentiating these people with respect to y, there is no y here, so it is 0, plus differentiating these people now with respect to z, there is z here, so, and the z does not have power, so the differentiation is just their coefficient. So go and watch my video on differentiation for you to understand better. So minus j open bracket, differentiate these people with respect to x, x is here and it does not have power, so the coefficient is the differentiation. The differentiation there is 2z raised power 4 minus, this is z, differentiating these people with respect to z, there is no z here, so it's 0. You close. Then plus k, finally differentiate these people with respect to x, I'll have 2 times this minus 2x, then put your y and z. Then finally differentiate these people with respect to y, 2 times this will give you 4, so I'm having minus 4x and y, 4x and y. You close. Okay, so you are done now. So what do you have here is now you now have xy squared I minus 2z raised power 4j, okay, then plus minus 2xyz minus 4xy, then k. So now they gave you at a point, they say at point 4, 1 and 2. What does it mean? This is x, y and z, x, y and z. So put everybody. So I'm having 4 into 1 squared, you put your I, minus 2 into 2 raised to power 4, you put your j, then plus minus 2 into 4, okay, into 1, then into 2, then minus 4 into 4 and into 1. You put your k. Please permit my writing. So I have here, this is just 4i. I'm having here 4 raised power, this is 16 times to 32, so I have minus 32j. Then what I'm having here should be what? 2 times 4, 8. 8 times 2 is 16. So I have minus 16 here, minus, what I'm having here is 4 times 4, 16. Another 16 again with my k. So if you do everything here, I'm going to have minus 32 k. So that is that for that. I hope there is no mistake anywhere. 4, 1 and 3. So they didn't get the same thing. They were getting, let me see what they got. Question number what? Question number 4. They got 31i plus 0j plus 6k. So you should find out where the problem comes from. I think the problem should be from them and cannot be from me. So question number 4. Where is that question number 4? They got this one. They got this one. Y squared z. Y squared z minus. How did they get y squared z? For this one now, I'm covering 4k. I'm covering here. This is to this. They made mistake. So they made mistake in their own differentiation. So this is the correct answer there. So that is that. I hope it's not difficult to get. All right. So we move to the next one. Question number 5. So question number 5 said given vector A, which is equal to 3x y squared z I, okay, plus 4x squared y zj, then minus 2xy cube zk, and they say calculate core A at 0.2 comma minus 3 comma 4, right? And I told you that, and then this is for I, they say so you should calculate div core A, right? Solution. Now I told you that whenever you hear core means the cross product, while div means the dot product. Okay. Then gradient is when it works with a scalar. So but this is a vector, so let's get the core first. Core A. Now core A means core A for I. Core A means what? This thing now crossing A. All right, so which is what? Let's do that. Don't forget your I, and then under I have the first man, that is partial. Okay, before that, let me write it very well. So this thing is equal to, the meaning of this man is partial x I plus partial y j plus partial z k, and he's crossing another vector that is 3xy squared z I plus 4x squared y z j minus 2xy cubed z k. All right, so now when they are crossing, vector crossing a vector, you draw your matrix. So I have plus I, another plus I have my partial x and my 3xy squared z. Then under minus j, I have my partial y. So and I'm having my 4x squared yz. Then under my plus k, I'm having my partial z, and I'm having my minus 2xy cube, then z. Okay, so now to get this answer, this thing will be very long, so permit me to write it somewhere here. Because it's going to be long. So to get this answer, I'm picking the first one plus I will open bracket. I'm covering here. I'm going to do left minus right. So this time this will give you partial y. In fact, I can do it straight without listing it like this. Let me do it straight. Now, if I'm covering here, this meeting this means we are differentiating these people with respect to y. So differentiating this thing with respect to y will give you 3 times 2, which is what? Minus 6xy squared, multiply by the power, then remove 1 from the power. So y will not be raised to power 2. Then you put your z. That's why I have 6xy squared z. Okay, minus this one is meeting this. So this one meeting this means differentiating these people with respect to z. And this z now does not have power. So the differentiation is just their coefficient, which is what? 4x squared y. Okay, you close. So the next person I'm picking is what? Minus j. You pick minus j, minus j. If you pick minus j, I'm covering this now. So left minus right. This person is meeting this person now, which means differentiate these people with respect to x, because this is x under here. So this x does not have power. So the coefficient is the differentiation, which is what? Minus 2y3z minus this meeting this means differentiating these people with respect to z, and this z does not have coefficient. So the differentiation is 3x y squared. You close. Then finally plus k. If I pick plus k, cover these people now. Left minus right. This one is meeting this, which means differentiating these people with respect to x. So 2 times this is 8. So I have 8x y z. All right, minus this one meeting this one means differentiating these people with respect to y. So which is what? 6xy z. So I'm done. The next thing that is left is for me to put at what point they gave me. They say at point 0.2, at tell them at point 2 comma minus 3 and 4. So which means anyway, this is my x, y, and z. So this is equal to what? Plus I into minus 6 in bracket of 2 in bracket of minus 3 squared in bracket of 4 minus 4 into 2 squared and minus 3. You close. Okay, minus j into minus 2 into minus 3 raised to power 3 into 4 minus 3 into 2 into minus 3 squared. Okay, then finally plus k into 8 in bracket of 2 in bracket of minus 3 in bracket of 4 minus 6 into in bracket of 2 in bracket of minus 3 in bracket of 4 again. All right, so now doing that, what do you have? So doing that, I'm going to have that everything here is going to give me, let us press it, 6, this is 9, so 6 times 2 times 9 times 4. So here is giving me plus I into 432 minus 432 minus, in fact, minus here will make this plus. So I have 4 times 4 times 3. So I have 48 here. You close. Okay. Have your minus j outside. I'm having this is minus 27. So I have minus 27. In fact, minus 27 times this will make it plus. So I have 2 times 27 times 4. I'm having 216 here minus this is 9. 3 times 9 times 2. So this is 54 here. You close. Then plus k into. So what do I have here is what? 8 times 2 times 3 times 4. So this is minus 192. Okay. Then minus 6 times 2 times minus 3 times 4. Sorry, 6 times 2 times 3 times 4. So minus minus make it plus 144. Okay, so this will now be equal to, do it now, minus 432 plus 48. I'm having minus 384i. Okay, 2216 minus 54. So I have minus 162j, 192 minus 144. I have minus 48k. So that is that for that. All right. So it's very, very simple. So the second question said we should find div cor A. The second question there said we should find div cor A. If I don't solve it, div or k is always 0. Okay. The divergence core of any vector is 0. You don't need to solve anything there. But you can try to check it out by yourself to see if it's correct. All right. In fact, if you are not careful with this divergence of a thing, you will make mistake. You have to be very, very careful. So question number 6. Question number 6 said we should find. Question number 6 said 3 vectors. Okay, 3 forces. 3 forces F1, which is equal to 2I plus 3J minus K. F2, which is equal to minus 3I plus 4J plus 0k, and then F3, which is equal to 3I minus j plus 5k. They say act on a body of mass 40 gram, causing it to displace for 10 seconds from point P1, which is 2, 4, 7, to point P2, which is what? 3, 4, sorry, 3, 6, 7. Okay. Now, I question say estimate the resultant force on the body. I said estimate the overall displacement vector. I said what is the distance from P1 to P2. Okay. IV said calculate the work done. Okay. The work done. Then V said in which in which plane in which plane in which plane is the body moving. Okay. Okay, solution. This is very, very simple. Now, the first one said we should calculate the resultant force. I told the resultant just means to add them up. So the resultant force is equal to what? 2I plus 3J minus K, and then minus 3I plus 4J plus 0K, and then you have 3I minus J plus 5K. So press it the way you are seeing it. 2 minus 3 plus 3. So I have 2I here. This is 7. 7 minus 1 is 6. So I'm having plus 6J. Minus 1 plus this will give you plus 4K. Okay? So that is that for the resultant. So the next thing they say we should calculate is what? Displacement. Don't forget that displacement is a vector quantity. Okay? And displacement means from what point to what point. Read it carefully so that you understand what they say. They say that causing it to displace for 10 seconds from point this to this. This is the starting point. So it will not be this minus this, okay? So it's going to be P2 minus what? P1. But we're asked to do the displacement. So we say 3 minus 2. Watch you. 3 minus 2, you put your I plus. The next one should be what? 6 minus 4, you put your J plus. The last one should be what? 7 minus 7, you put your K. So I'm having a I plus 2J plus 0K. So that is the displacement. Then I is now asks us to find what? The what? The distance from this to this. So distance from this to this simply means the same thing again, P2 minus P1. But you are not going to have any direction because we are talking about distance. Distance is a scalar quantity. So we just simply do this what? 3 minus 2 plus 6 minus 4 plus 7 minus 7. So what do we have here? This is 1 plus 2 plus 0. So absolutely everything is going to give you 1, that is 3. So the displacement is what? Is 3. So the next one they say we should calculate is what? Question number 6. So they say we should calculate okay. The next thing they say we should calculate is what again? The work done. Now don't forget that work done simply means work done is a scalar. Is a scalar product. Okay. So since work done is a scalar product, what do? We just need to do the scalar multiplication of the resultant force and the displacement. That's all. So that is the work done. So the work done is equal to, in fact, sorry, another way to calculate the distance. Sorry. Another way to calculate distance is by getting the magnitude of the displacement. Okay. Yeah, the magnitude of the displacement, because distance means sorry, we're supposed to get the magnitude of this displacement. So, and the magnitude is simply 1 squared plus 2 squared plus 0 squared. Please, that's what we're supposed to do. That is root 5. And root 5 will give you, just get the answer, root 5. Okay? So the next question said we should calculate the work done. Work done is a scalar quantity. So if work done is a scalar quantity, we say that it is what? Force dot the displacement. Okay, which is what? What is my force? The resultant force is what we are using, which is what? 2I plus 6J plus 4K. Okay, dot the displacement, we got it as what? I plus 2J plus 0K. So if you do that, you're going to do 2 times 1, 2. 6 times this is 12. 4 times 0 is 0. So everything is giving me 14 joules. Okay, so that is the work done, or 14 units anyways. 14 units. So the last but not the least said, in what plane is the body moving? The body is moving in an XY plane, XYZ. In what plane is he moving? Okay, they said he's moving in an XY plane. What about the z? For me, I think it's xyz plane. So you can check anyways. So we'll go to question number 7. Out of 15. I think this, I'm going to have 2 videos here because it will not work. 50. I think we are going to stop here. Okay, let me solve one more question. Question number 7. And question number 7 said given a vector A which is equal to 2I plus 5j plus 4k. Okay, then I say find the value of B in a vector B which is equal to 4I minus bj plus 5k such that A and B are what? Perpendicular. Okay, so solution. Now, for 2 vectors to be perpendicular to each other, their dot product must be 0. Okay, for them to be perpendicular, their dot product must be 0. So I will tell them that what? That for them to be perpendicular, A dot B must be equal to 0. Okay, so we now have that my A is what? 2I plus 5j plus 4k dot 4I minus bj plus 5k is equal to 0. So 2 times 4 is 8. 5 times this minus 5b, 4 times 5, 20 is equal to 0. So what do I have? 28. So 5b is equal to 28. So my b will now be what? 28 divided by 5. So what do you have? 28 divided by 5. 28 divided by 5. I'm going to have 5.6. 5.6. As simple as that. So go to the next question. Question number 8. So question number 8 said that if file in bracket of x comma y comma z is equal to 2x z squared minus 3xy minus 4x, then I say find grad this. Then I say if, okay, that is gradient of the scalar at point 1 comma minus 1 comma 2. Okay, solution. I told you that gradient means when this thing multiplies a scalar, you see that there is no ijk here, so it's a scalar. So you now tell them that what? Grad file is equal to, what is the meaning of grad? Grad means partial x plus what? Plus I plus partial yj plus partial zk is being multiplied by my 2xz squared, right, minus 3xy minus 4x. All right, now this will multiply this, and this will equally multiply this, and this will equally multiply this. Okay, so if this one is multiplying this now, means differentiate everybody here with respect to x. So this I have partial over partial x of everything there. 2xz squared minus 3xy minus 4x. Then put your I plus partial y of everybody again, the same thing. Then plus partial z of the same thing again. 2x, sorry, there is my j here. 2xz squared minus 3xy minus 4x. Okay, then I have my k. So I now have that. Differentiating this one with respect to x, I have only their coefficient, which is 2z squared, minus, differentiate this one with respect to x, I have 3y. Differentiate this one with respect to x, I have minus 4. I put my I plus. Now differentiate this one with respect to y is 0. Differentiate this one with respect to y, I have minus 3x. Differentiate this one with respect to y, I have 0. Okay, I have my j plus. Differentiate this one with respect to z, I have my 4xz. Okay, with respect to z, I have 0. With respect to z, I still have 0. I have my k. So now, if I now substitute at what point they gave me, they say at point this. So I have my what? 2 into 2 squared minus 3 into minus 1. then minus 4. I put my I plus 0 and everything 0. So I have minus 3 into, the only thing they gave me there is x. I have my j plus 4 into 1 into 2. Okay, I have my k. So finally I'm left with this is 4 times 2 8. So I have 8 plus 3 minus 4. So that's what I have there. 8 plus 3 minus 4. I'm having 7. So here is what? 7i. So what do I have here is minus 3j. What I have here is what? Plus 8k. So that is that for that. We move to the next question. Very, very simple. Question number 9. So question number 9 here said that if a is equal to cx squared y squared z raised power 4i plus 4x squared x squared y z raised power 4j, okay, plus 8x raised power 3 y squared z raised power 3k, okay. They now said that we should calculate this dot this. When it is a dot product, what do you call it? You call it what? Divergence. Don't forget. So solution. So they say we should calculate div a. So therefore we tell them that div a simply means this dot product of a. So what's the meaning of this? This one means partial xi plus partial yj plus partial zk. All right, dot this vector, which is what? 6x squared y squared z raised to power 4, right? Did they give us at any point? Number 9. Okay, they give us at point 2 comma 1 comma minus 1. All right. Okay, so I plus 4x squared y z raised to power 4j plus 8x3 y squared z3k. Right, and not forgetting dot product that everybody goes to itself. This one is only dotting this one. So I have what? Partial x of what? 6x squared y squared z4. I'm not putting the I because the result of dot product is a scalar, so no need for the I. Plus this one is just dotting only this one. So I have partial y of what? 4x squared y z raised power 4. I don't need the direction. Plus partial z of what? 8x raised power 3 y squared z raised power 3. Right? No direction. So differentiate this with respect to x. This time this you have what? 12x y squared z4 plus differentiate this one with respect to y. I have only the coefficient, which is 4x squared z4, because there is no power here. Then finally, with respect to z, 3 times 8 is 24. 8 times 3 is 24. Okay, so I have 24 x raised power 3 y squared, but the z will not be raised power 2 because multiply by the power and remove 1 from the power. Then you are done. So now fix everybody to have 12 into 2 into 1 squared, then into minus 4 raised power 4, minus 1 raised power 4, plus 4 into 2 squared, then into minus 1 raised power 4, then plus 24 into 2 raised to power 3 into 1 raised to power 2, and then into what? Minus 1 raised to power 2. So what do we have here? We have 12 times this is 24. So 24, okay. What do we have here? 4 times 4, 16 plus 16. What do we have here? 8. 8 times 24. I have 192. So if you add everybody, you have plus 16 plus 24. So I have 232 units. You see, no direction. So the dot product of two vectors is a what? A scalar product. So that is that. So number 10. Number 10 gave us that a vector A is said to be irrotational if core A is equal to 0. Yes, it's true. Then they now say find find the constant a comma b comma c such that the vector a, which is equal to x plus sorry x minus 2y plus az I plus bx minus 3 minus z j plus 4x plus cy plus 2zk becomes irrotational. Okay, now since it is irrotational, we need to get the core of it, core A solution. For a vector to be rotational, we have that core A is equal to 0. And core means the cross product. Okay, what is core? Core means this cross A. So that's the meaning of core. So which is what? Partial xi plus partial yj plus partial zk. Okay, it's being multiplied by my vector A. The vector A is too long ago. It's been multiplied by my vector A. So please don't forget what the vector A is. So now, where do we do that? Permit me to try to solve it here. Let me just list it out here then. Where do I list it out then? Start solve. Okay, let me list it out here. So I have my plus I minus j plus k minus j then plus k. Okay, so I have my partial x, partial y, and partial z of these vectors. The first vector here is what? X minus 2y plus az. This one say the problem. This one say bx minus 3 minus z, and this one say 4x plus cy plus 2z. Okay, so now what do we do for that? So problem. So let's go. Permit me to clean here. So cleaning this place, I'm going to have that solution plus I. If I pick my plus I, I'm covering here. I'm doing my left minus right. So if I open this place, if I open this, moving to this place means differentiating these people with respect to what? To y. So differentiation of this is 0. Differentiation of this is just c. Okay, the first one is 0 plus c plus another 0. Okay, then minus j into. Now, watch you. Differentiating, sorry, left minus right. I've not done minus right. So I'm picking my I, I'm covering this. So this is meeting this. If this meet this, I'm going to have only C here. Minus, if this one meeting this, I'm going to have, this is 0, this is 0, this is 1. So I'm having 1 here. Okay. Then minus J into, covering here, this one is missing this. If this is meeting this, I'm having that here is 4. This is 0, this is 0. Now this one meeting this, minus this one meeting this, means I'm having 0 0 a. So I'm having a here. Okay, then plus k into, covering this one, left minus right. This one meeting this one, I have b 0 0. So I have b minus this one meeting this one, I have 0 minus 2 0. So I have minus minus, now make it plus 2. You close. Don't forget that is equal to 0. So this thing is equal to 0. So what do we have now? We're going to have that so this is equal to, so this is now c minus 1 I, okay, minus 4 minus a j, then plus b plus 2 k is equal to 0 I plus 0 j plus 0 k. Just do it like that. Then equate. You now have that c minus 1 is equal to 0 to see that c is equal to 1, comma, minus into, in fact, if you decide to open minus into 4 minus a is equal to 0. So therefore, minus 4 plus a is equal to 0. So therefore, a is equal to minus 4. Right? A is equal to minus 4. Where did I see that question? Number 10. Yeah, okay, a is equal to 4. Okay, so if this one goes to this side anyway, you have that c minus a is equal to what? I can say minus 0j self, does not change anything. So this one going out, you have that a is equal to 4. Okay, so finally here we have that what? B plus 2 is equal to 0, therefore b is equal to minus 2. So that is that for that. We move to the next question. Question number 11. Question number 11, we said find the directional derivative of file which is equal to 4xz3 minus 3x squared y squared at at um at 2 comma minus 1 comma 2. Okay, in the direction in direction 2I minus 3j plus 6k, right? So this question is very, very simple. First of all, we need to solve this. We need to get the diff of this thing, or call this, sorry, call, because it's a scalar. So we have to find call file, and call file will give you partial xi plus partial yj plus partial zk. Let me even check if my this thing is still going. Okay, still moving. So I have into these people dot these people now, which is what? 4 4xz cubed minus 3x squared y squared. Oh, that's all. Okay, is that what they gave? Number 10, number 11, sorry. Okay, so now if this one meeting this person means differentiating these people with respect to x, so I'm going to have, for this one I'm going to have 4z raised power 3, then minus, for these people I'm going to have 6x y squared, then you put your what? Your I. Now these people meeting these people means differentiating with respect to y. So there is no y here, I have 0. There's y here, I have minus 6x squared y. Okay, I have my j plus, now this one meeting this one with respect to z, I'm having here 3 times 4 is 12, 12xz squared minus 0, because there is no z there. I have my k. So if I now put my values for x, y, z, I have my 4 into z is 2, 2 raised power 3, minus 6 into 2, then into minus 1 squared. You close, put your I, plus, what I have here is simply minus 6 into 2 squared, then into minus 1. I have my j, then plus, what I have here is simply 12 into 2, then into 2 squared. I have my k. So what do I have here now? 8 times 4, 32. 32 minus 12, this is 20. So here is 20i. Okay, here is giving me minus minus is plus, so I have plus here. 4 times 6, 4 times 6, I have 24j. Then finally what I'm having here is 2 times 2 times 2, 8 times 12. So I have plus 96k. Right, now I have gotten that. Now they now say we should do the vector to work on this. They say that find the direction derivative of this at point this in the direction of this. So how do you get that? Now it's very, very simple. We need to get the magnitude of that. Okay, so let's call this vector. Okay, we need the magnitude of this vector. So the magnitude of this vector will now be what? Will now be the square root of 20 squared plus 24 squared plus 96 squared. So what do you have? So that is square root of, sorry, 20 squared plus 24 squared plus 96 squared. So square root of my answer, I'm having okay. Okay, no, sorry, this is working on this, so sorry, not this. So let me say let a be equal to, let vector a be equal to this one given 2I minus 3j plus 6k. Okay, now the direction of this one on this one means this one, okay, dot the unit vector of this particular person. All right, so which is what? So first of all, we need to get the magnitude of this man. So magnitude of A will now be what? The square root of 2 squared plus minus 3 squared plus 6 squared, which will give you 2 squared plus 3 squared plus 6 squared. I have 49. So square root of 49, and square root of 49 is 7. Okay, so the unit vector of this simply this vector itself all over the magnitude of that vector. So which is what? 2I minus 3j plus 6k divided by what? 7. So which will give you 2 over 7I minus 3 over 7j then plus 6 over 7k. So what we are asked to do is just to find the dot product of the two of them. Okay, so now finally we now have this dot this will now give you 20I plus 24j plus 96k, okay, dot 2 over 7I minus 3 over 7j plus 6 over 7k. So if you now do that, you'll be having so dot it, you dot it, you have 20 times 2 over 7, 2 divided by 7, then 20 times my answer. I'm going to have 40 over 7. I can keep my answer in point. This time this will give me 5.71 plus this time this 3 divided by 7, then 24 times my answer. So I'm having this is minus 10.29, then finally 6 divided by 7, then 96 times my answer. So I'm having plus 82.29. So if you do everything, I'm going to have 5.71 minus 10.29 plus 82.29. So I'm going to have 77.71. Okay, so that is that for that. So go to question number 12. So question number 12. If you don't want to do it that way, you can just bring out the 1 over 7 and just multiply. Yes, you can just bring out the 1 over 7 and just multiply. If you don't want to do it this way, you can just leave the answer like this and say this one is just bring out this is 1 over 7 times these people 2I minus 3j plus 6k. So after multiplying everybody divided by 7, it's still the same answer that you will get. All right. So but I hope you understood the method of solution. So question number 12. Question number 12 said an electric charge is placed in a region where the potential V varies in space as V is equal to 8x squared y z raised to power 3 plus 16x squared y. All right. Then I say calculate the electric field strength. Calculate the electric field strength at a point 2, 3, 1. Okay, very very simple. So what do? You should know that solution. You should know that electric field strength is equal to negative this of that vector, negative gradient of a vector. So of a scalar. Okay, so that is that. Now first of all, we need to get the gradient of a scalar. then multiply it by minus. So first of all, gradient of this scalar is equal to partial xi plus partial yj plus partial zk is being multiplied by 8x squared yz3, okay, plus 16x squared y. So now this time this means differentiate everybody with respect to x. So this time this will give you 16x yz3, right? By respect to x, you have what? 32xy. I have your I plus, with respect to y, I have 8x squared z3 plus 16x squared. You have your j plus, with respect to z, 8 times this is 24. 24x squared yz squared plus 0. You have your k. So now put everybody. Or you substitute your x to be this, your y to be this, and your z to be this. Get the answer. After getting the answer, you get the answer in something I plus something j plus something j k. So your electric field strength will now be what? Minus times everything you got. All right. So do that and tell me what the answer is at the comment section. I don't have time to finish it off. So do your own and tell me what the answer is. It's not difficult. So try it by yourself. Tell me what you get as the answer at the comment section. So question number 13, we're almost done. Remaining two. Question number 13 said they say take a vector A to be equal to 2x squared yz squared I plus x y squared j plus 4x squared y squared z squared k. Then now say obtain core A and div core A. Then I say hence show that for this vector A and any vector at all, any other vector B, okay, chosen by you that div core that vector you will choose must be equal to 0. So this one is an assignment for you. It's not difficult to do. Okay, we've done it before, so you can try it. I told that div core of any vector must be 0. So first of all, find the core. After finding the core, find the div. It must give you 0. Is a must. So the next question is question number 14. Question number 14 is almost the same thing again. They say take this all your assignments. They say take a scalar function which is 4x squared y cubed z4 plus x z raised to power 2. Then I say obtain grad. I've done that before. Grad this, okay, and core of that grad this. Okay, you know that when you get grad this, it's going to give you a vector. So core of that vector, let's see what it's going to give us. Okay, that is the cross product of another vector. So it's going to give us another vector. So show out what that will be. Then they now say that we should show, oh, they're even telling us that it's even 0. They now say hence show that for this scalar this or any other scalar function v comma that core grad v must be equal to 0. That is Okay, so try it. Try it and tell me what the answer will be. So question number 15. Number 16 said find the projection of the vector. Find the projection of the vector A, which is equal to 2i plus 3j plus 5k on the vector B, which is equal to 3i plus 2j plus 6k. So this thing simply means that vector A dot unit vector of B. Very, very simple. Okay, vector A dot unit vector of B. So first of all, you need to find the unit vector of B, dot it with this. You have gotten the answer. So thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video, comment so that YouTube will recommend it to other people. Bye bye. I'll be waiting for your answer at the comment section. Thank you.